Hi guys, welcome to Lips, Shoes, and Issues. I'm Jeannie. Thanks for tuning in. Forgive my hair. It's a mess. It's just a mess. I don't know what else to say. Oh, goodness. Doing Jaclyn Hill today. There goes my air fryer. I am dehydrating beef for beef jerky. Anyway, I'm doing Jaclyn Hill today. I don't know if you know who Jaclyn Hill is, but she's kind of an OG on YouTube. She blew up. She's one of those makeup artists that just blew up on YouTube, and now she has millions and millions of subscribers. And she's kind of the first girl that I started watching on YouTube. And I watched her grow. I've watched her grow. And honestly, it's really nice to see because she really just puts it out there. She's just this honest, upfront person who struggles with a lot of life challenges, you know, losses, gains, and she really puts it out there, and she tries so hard to create, well, she's created her own makeup line. She's also created a jewelry line. I just like how authentic she is. And although she is younger than me, I still, I do buy her products. I like her products. I don't know what it is. She's just that girl that just keeps trying and trying and trying, and she's made some major mistakes. And I mean, mistakes where the haters come out and they come after her. And one thing I love about her is she doesn't give up. She still gets up and she corrects the problem, and she'll come up with like a new lipstick where the old lipstick didn't work. And I don't know. I really appreciate people that go out there and they try and they live their life. They do what they think they're supposed to do, or they do what they're supposed to do. They go after their journey. They go after their journey. They're on their journey and they go after the light at the end of the tunnel. I love that. I have an issue with people that don't have a drive in life. That are complacent. I think complacency is so bad. And you need to go for it. You only have one life. You have to go for it. You know, that's why you were born, you know. You can't look for excuses to not do things. You have to go out there and do them. And believe me, I've had my struggles in life. I've had illnesses. I've had an illness, the interstitial cystitis, that could have stopped me from doing everything. I could have gone on disability. I qualified for disability, but I said, no, I'm going to keep going. At first I didn't want to keep going because, believe me, an illness can make you very vulnerable. But I don't know. I fought it, and I'm still fighting it. I'm not going to say fighting it, but I'm still healing. I'm still doing the things that I need to do to get better, and that's my only choice in life. So anyway, Jaclyn Hill, I love her. I just do. And although she's very hyper, so I can't watch her at night. But anyway, I've been waiting and I've been dying to try these products for you guys. I have some stuff that I bought a few months ago, and I have new stuff, and I'm like, I have enough to do a video. So I am going to go in with her Skin Perfecting Oil Primer. I love this because it has a pink tint, and it's a primer, and it's an oil. I also have her Skin Perfecting Blurring Tint. I'm going to use it as a foundation. I bought her Sunbathe Pressed Bronzer, a very popular color, so I'm going to use that. I have an eye cream primer that she has, hydrating under eye primer. I'm going to try that. You know, I'm always looking for under eye stuff. I have 2 of her blushes. I have 3 of her lip oils that have, these lip oils have gotten the best reviews on YouTube. And I'm also, as far as concealer is concerned, I'm going to use a Dior concealer. I'm not going to use everything from her, only because I don't have her concealer. But anyway, let's get started. I'm going to put on a little bit of the Bobbi Brown cream eyeshadow in Stone, only because it's a bit of a neutral color. And we're not concentrating on eyeshadows today, because I don't know if she makes eyeshadows, honestly. But I just wanted to quickly do this. I also have the Lancome Hypnose mascara that I'm going to use in black. I love that. Well, that's brown. Brown or black, no matter. That's not what this is about. But anyway, that's how I'm going off on the Jaclyn. First thing I'm going to start out with is her hydrating eye primer. I don't even think I have used this yet. I have not. Hydrating under eye primer. I hope this works because I need a good under eye primer, hydrating primer. So that's what it looks like. That's the consistency. It's creamy. It's very creamy. Not bad. Oh, this is very cooling. This metal applicator. I like it. This is very hot. Oh, I really like the feel of this. It's very serumy and it is really hydrating. She's had this out for a while and I'm getting a little disappointed in myself for not trying this before, earlier, because you know I'm on the hunt for the best under eye everything. And I mean everything. I'm going to go way up to my lashes here on this one because it just feels so good, honestly. This could be something you could put in your little makeup fridge. Probably feels so good with this metal applicator, but that feels so good. I don't know how it's going to look, but it feels so good. Like, seriously. Okay. I'm shocked. I'm going to give that a minute. Meanwhile, I'm going to go in with the Skin Perfecting Oil Primer. Now, this has a little pink tint to it. So cute. It's so cute. How do I... All right, so I guess you press the top, and it's a... Yeah, it's one of these. Do you see that pink tint? Okay, it's an oil. It's drippy. I love an oil primer. I use the e.l.f. oil primer forever. I still have some of that left. I just do. This is nice. It's oily. I can use an oil during the summer. And then well, this is a primer, so I can't use a primer on a primer. Okay, I can't tell. It has a really, a perfumey smell, but it's not bad. It's light and just smells pretty. Oh, honestly, this feels so good on my face. Let me see if it... Yeah, it has a little bit of a really pretty scent. Nothing more than that. Nothing strong, nothing overbearing, but this feels so good on my face. I have to say, since she's kind of a new, or I'd say she's a makeup artist on YouTube making her products. And there's a lot of makeup artists doing that. And you just kind of think, are you, I don't know, trying to, I don't know what I'm thinking. Honest, oh my gosh. I'm not making any sense because this feels so good. Is it absorbing? Let's give it a minute. I'll be back. Okay, so the under eye cream or under eye primer and the oil primer, it absorbed a little bit, but not a lot. And I think because it's a primer, and primers aren't really meant to absorb. They're meant to be a little bit sticky so that your makeup kind of or it grabs your makeup for staying power. But at the same time, what I have on right now is so hydrating that my skin feels so good. Like, I'm loving it so far. So I'm going to go ahead in with the light to medium skin perfecting blurring tint. Now there's no SPF to this, so normally I would put on an SPF at this point. So I'm not going anywhere. I wish there was an SPF to this, so I didn't have to worry about that. But now this is sheer coverage that smooths, blurs, and enhances skin's appearance for an effortless no makeup look with a natural finish. So this is something you can use probably under foundation or by itself. I would use this by itself, but I would definitely put on a sunscreen underneath. Just didn't think of that. So, but it's okay. I'm not going outside. So, haven't used this yet, so, okay. All right, that was the first little pump. I'm not gonna use that. It is light to medium, but I have her bronzer, so let's see what happens. Okay, that's, all right, so it just comes out like a one. All right, there we go. I got more. So it's very thick, which I like. I like that. It is light though. It's too light for me. But it's sheer, so I have to use it. Ooh, that's light. I like the texture and the thickness of it. I mean, it has a light scent, not a perfumey scent, more like a clean scent. Just going to smear it on my face and I'm going to use a sponge to blend this. Go under my eyes too. It feels good. To tell you the truth, it looks like it's going to be exactly that. A sheer tint. Probably should have put my hair up. Right, I honestly feel like my little Amazon sponge here isn't working really well. It might be absorbing the oil, so that might not be a good idea. Let me see if I can use my e.l.f. brush. Okay, the brush is a little better. I think I can use my hands. No. Oh yeah, okay. At first it was getting streaky, but using my fingers. Now this is just me, might not be everybody, or it might just be mature skin, but using the warmth of my fingers is working best because of the oil, the priming oil. And that's fine. That's fine. I like using my fingers to spread sunscreen, foundation, sheer tints. I do. So, it just, everything else was a little streaky. Or using other applicators was streaky because of the oil primer. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm going to use my Tom Ford foundation stick, though, to cover my spots because I need a heavier coverage for that. But anyway, do you see that coverage? I mean, I'm not even talking about what I did here. I'm talking about the tint that I used. Of course, you use a sunscreen underneath, but it's beautiful. It is beautiful. I might get that in a darker color for summer because it's a light color, but whew, I love it. Now I'm going to use a concealer from Dior Skin Correct. I don't have a concealer from Jaclyn Hill, so I'm just going to use this. But let's see how this works with her hydrating eye primer. And for this, I'm going to use the BK Beauty angled brush from Angie Hot and Flashy. She created a brush collection for BK Beauty, and I don't know if she's another YouTuber that is incredible. She tests all kinds of products for mature skin. So, of course, I'm going to buy her brushes. And this is a concealer brush. Oh, goodness. Oh, my gosh. This is the first time I'm using this, and this is absolutely amazing. And the reason why you want to use a brush for your under eye concealer is because if you use a sponge, you're going to shear it out. If you use a brush, you're not. Okay, this is an amazing brush. Sorry for the planes. I'm not sure why I'm having so many planes fly over this area today. Sometimes they're fighter jets that go by. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? Okay. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That is amazing. That brush is amazing. I am loving everything so far. Everything. And that's rare. Let's go in with her Sunbathe Pressed Bronzer in Skinny Dip. Now, I really looked at all of her colors to see what one would really work, what one would work for me, and I'm hoping this is it. See her beautiful packaging with her initial. Beautiful. Okay. And this is the color here. Isn't that pretty? It's a light bronze that I think will work beautifully on me, I'm hoping. I love the color. I'm going to do this as a bronzer and not a contour. So it's definitely going to show up. I'm going to go in light. Okay, it's a little dusty, but that's okay. Oh. Okay, I can see it. Now with the bronzer, I like to go up to my nose. What's nice, this is a powder, and it really works for me right now because of the oil primer. I could probably even go all over my face with this as a powder. It's very pretty. Let's go up here. I'm not using a highlighter, so I'm going pretty high above my cheekbone. And I'm going light. I'm doing this lightly. But you can see how it's warming up my face, which I love. It's just giving it a real pretty warmth. I mean, you could even use this without a blush, but I'm a blush girl, so I'm definitely using a blush. I love going in right here because this is what makes you look like you have that sun-kissed look. Definitely on your nose. And then on your upper cheekbones, which I know a lot of people go down here, but that's when you want to contour, which you could do this with. This color is really, really nice. I do go up here because the sun hits you here. Am I missing out on that smell? What is that smell? Oh. What? It's not coconut. I don't know what it is, but it smells so good. It smells familiar, but I can't put my finger on it. Girl, Jaclyn, if you're listening, you got to make a perfume out of that. Maybe hazelnut? Like coffee. Caramel. I smell caramel. Oh my God, it smells so good. I'm going to go down here lightly. So I'm just putting on enough to give me a little bit of warmth for today. But beautiful. Beautiful. So now I have two colors of her blushes. One is Royal Flush. I think I used this one before. The other one is Swoon. So one's a pinky and one's a peachy. I honestly bought the Swoon as a lip color because I saw her using it as a lip color, but it didn't work so much for me. But this is the Swoon. This is very peachy. Look how pretty that is. And I love the full coverage of the blush because I like a full coverage CC blush than a tint. I just feel like I need something more coverage when it comes to blush. And this one is Royal. Where am I at? This one's Royal Flush. Gonna do a different one on each cheek and see how we roll. I'm also going to use the e.l.f. blush brush, and I'm just going to dab instead of putting it straight on because this is a heavier blush. I'm going to just dab the brush and see how that works. All right, that's very peachy. Since I used the bronzer, I'm just going to go with the apples of my cheeks. Now you can see that this is the kind of blush that definitely has to be blended in. It's quite pigmented. Very pigmented. I'm going to have to go in with my fingers. Okay, something's not working. It's kind of going into my creases, so I don't like that. I think that this color just isn't working for me at all. It's a pretty color, but and it probably, I'm sure it works for many other people, but it's not working for me. It's too peachy. Definitely too peachy for me. Well, that's why I'm testing this stuff. I'll probably just continue to use this as a lip color like I'm supposed to with a certain lip liner. I'll test it out, but not working for me. But let's go for the Royal Flush. This is more my color, the pink. Maybe I will dab it on my cheeks and then use the brush since the other way didn't. Nothing like your battery dying on your camera in the middle of putting on blush, right? But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and dab. See if that works. Just on the apples of my cheeks. See, that's a really pretty color. I think that'll work. I'm going to use my fingers. Now my face feels very matte, probably because of the bronzer. I love this color. This color is really pretty. It's probably just the color, you know. Nothing worse than having a blush color that you do not like, that does not work well on your skin, because blush is that product that just brings everything together. Like, you can mess everything up, but if you put on a good blush, you're good. You're golden. But this is blending nicely. I don't know what we're going to do about that. That's like orange face there. I'm going to wipe some of that off and hopefully make it work. I have to say, I love this. I'm going to do something crazy right now, something that I just would never normally do, but since we're testing stuff, I'm going to actually lightly dust this powder all over my face for a sunny look. I'm very lightly. I'm just going to try it. I'm going to use this Scott Barnes face and body brush. It's this huge, fluffy, light brush. I saw him using it on a model, and I was like, I have to have that brush. But you can go in ever so lightly, which is what I want to do. So I'm going to wish me luck. Just want to see if it will blur and matte. So light and airy, but I don't do that well with powders. But with this, I'm just kind of loving it. I want to know. And I love the color. I have to say, I'm really surprised. I love that powder for all over. I'm shocked. I stay away from powders when it comes to bronzers, but this is such a beautiful color, and it is blurring. It is giving me an airbrushed look for my mature skin. The powders are kind of hydrating. It's not drying at all. I don't feel taut, which I normally do with powders. I don't feel taut or dry or peely. It has not sunk into my creases. Like, okay, this is July. Do I have enough time to continue to use this for the summer? I really love this powder. I'm loving everything except for that peachy blush. That's all. I'm going to use a little bit more blush. Give me a little bit more of a pinky color. I'm going to use my fingers to blend, because I'm scared to mess it up. And I know the warmth of my fingers will always work, especially over powder. I don't want to mess this up, but I do need more pinky color on my blush, on my cheeks. Okay. Goodness gracious. What the heck? Can I personally meet her? What is she doing making makeup for mature skin like this? I mean, what is she doing making makeup and not for mature skin? Does she have any idea? So pretty. So the lip oils that are coming out right now are a sheer flush of color. Kind of, they're supposed to make your lips look like your lips, but better and shinier. However, to get a comfortable lip oil, you know, is a hit or miss, along with the fragrance, the smell, the taste. I mean, because you don't want anything that, honestly, if you're putting on a lip oil, if it smells like nothing, you know, if it smells and tastes terrible, you don't want that. So everybody wants something that just kind of makes you feel good as you're putting it on, with a good fragrance. You know, like candy or coconut, or, you know what I mean, like hazelnut, or, you know, something sweet, but nothing floral. So the colors that I bought is Ruby Drip, Candy Drip, and Violet Drip. Ruby Drip is more of a red, violet, obviously a purple, and candy is a pink. So, but I wouldn't really normally go with the candy bubblegummy color, but it's a lip oil, it's sheer, And that's why I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? So this, oh, look at that, how pretty. See, this is the Candy Drip. That is so pretty, but it doesn't look like that. So it's very important that the dough applicator comes out very easily, because a lot of customers are having an issue with some of the lip oils. I don't remember the brands, but they're having a hard time pulling it out, and that's not good. You know, putting it back in, pulling it out. You want it to be easy. But so there's a bit of pigment on my hand, but when I put it on, you're going to see, even though I haven't tried it yet, I'm telling you, because I've watched the reviews, this is going to be very sheer. But you'll see a tint of color. Put a little bit more on there. I put a lot on. I don't smell any, maybe a little hint of candy. Tiny, tiny hint. So there's not an overpowering of a scent. Candy Drip. The next one I'm going to try is Ruby Drip. This is a more of a red tint. That's also a really pretty color. Look at that. Oh. The last one I'm going to try is Viola Drip. I already know that this is going to be my favorite. I don't know why, but I'm into the purples. That's gorgeous. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. The thing about the purple tints is they are more sheer than the other colors, than the brighter colors, because it's a bit of a darker color. So for some reason it's more sheer, but it has that hint of darkness. That's what it is. It has a hint of darkness, which makes your lips ever so slightly darker, yet not darker. Not a bitten look, but just like, what's that color on your lips? There's just something about it. And this is my favorite, and it is the sheerest. Now there's something I actually forgot to add in, and this is something that she just loves and she talks about all the time. And I bought it, I tried it, I love it, and I bought it because of her, because she was talking about it. It's the Peach and Lily Glass Skin Veil Mist Hydrate and Glow. And I bought this at Ulta, and I'm not, I have a lot of face mists, but the only reason why I bought it, like I said, is because Jaclyn Hill suggested it. I bought it, I love it. Everything that I tried, I love. So I don't even need to go over everything individually and let you know and give you a review for each product, because I love every bit of it. The only thing I didn't like was that peachy blush, but it's not that I didn't like the blush itself. The texture was nice. Everything about it was nice except for the color. The color just didn't work for me because it was too peachy for my mature skin. Definitely probably work for somebody younger. But anyway, thanks for watching, you guys. I'm going to link everything below. And if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. And to my subscribers, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Comment below. Let me know what you think. And I will talk to you soon.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, you're bored.
But we're done. We're done with this video. We're done. The like button.
Four, 3,